What do you call a well-balanced horse? Stable. What's going on, YouTube? The Tamriel event is going to be huge when it starts January 23rd all the way through February 4th. There's a lot of items that you're going to be able to get that are intrinsically rare. So we've broken down some amazing sets that you may want to get for your character. We've broken down some straight up gold methods, but what about people who just like to get rare exclusive items? What exactly should you be focused on? That's what today we're going to break down in this video. And before we jump into it, just please like and subscribe. We're on the road to 27,000 subscribers and we're already halfway there in the month of January. So thank you guys. Let's jump into it. And as always, I will link ESO Hub's page in the actual description itself too, so you guys can check it out, get the exact specifics here, because this is going to be really focused on those rare items that are going to be exclusive either to this event or just naturally going to be hard to get outside of this event. And what exactly are going to be the passives during this event? Well, fishing drops are going to be curated. So if you want to get some rare fish from some zones, now is the time to do so. Treasure maps have a higher chance to drop antiquity leads, furnishings, and their specialty items, including all leads that drop from treasure maps. And then all bosses also will drop corresponding event coffers, which will also give more gear. So we've talked about the item sets. Now we're going to focus a little bit more on the treasure maps, as well as some other elite items that you're going to be able to get during this event. And just very quickly, to get your event tickets each day, just kill literally any boss: Delve, Public Dungeon, Final Boss Dungeon, Trial Boss Dungeon from the Final, a world boss, or an incursion, which is your dolmens, geysers, and dragons. That'll get you your event tickets. And if you do that, you're going to see here, you're going to get some glorious reward boxes. Are there any amazing, fantabulous rewards out here you thinking, to yourself, Jake, are there going to be any crazy rewards that I need to be focused on? Well, I do think that this armor style is going to go pretty well. The shoulders of this going to be one of the only times I think shoulders will be the most expensive item for a style that comes out, and you're pretty much guaranteed to get a style for the first box that you get per day. So when it comes to rare items, I would definitely either bind this to yourself or look to sell this immediately. Generally, as the event goes on and is about to end, you can usually rebuy them for a significant discount. It's usually at the beginning of the event that these are worth significantly more. And with how cool this armor style looks, it's definitely going to be one that people are going to be looking at. Now, here you think to yourself, Jake, we talked about treasure maps earlier. What's that going to look like? Well, there's going to be a couple options here. For example, if you're interested in motif leads to be resold, that's going to be your Ancestral Akaviri, Ancestral Breton, High Elf, Nord, Orc, Reach, and Daedric. Those are unbound once you have dug them up. So you get the specific treasure maps, you open the chest, you have a decent chance during this event to get one of those motifs. You go out, you dig it up, and then you can sell it to another player. The furnishing leads, however, are unable to be resold. So all of these things here, I'll give you 10 guesses if you can guess where the things that start with Apocrypha come from, where they come from. All of these are unsellable. However, the nice thing is if you click on them, they'll tell you where they come from. So for example, this one comes from Westwell Treasure Map. So if you're like, Jake, I really want to get an Iliad window large, just head down to the description below, head down to the ESO Hub website, and you'll be able to get an idea as to which ones of these you may want to get, and then also subsequently which treasure maps you need that are associated with it. Now, what about the motif leads I hear you're wondering for? Which ones of those are going to be good? Well, Blackwood treasure maps will give you Ancestral Akaviri. That's going to be a pretty decent one to either find some cheap ones being sold, in some refuges, or, people just giving them away. Go out and get those bad boys and dig them up during this event. Ancestral Breton comes from High Isle. If you can find some cheap High Isle treasure maps, I would say take those off the market as well. Store them in your inventory, your bank, wherever you have to put them, and then open them up come January 23rd. You unfortunately can probably skip Ancestral High Elf, Nord, and Orc. Unfortunately, they're not very valuable. They come from a plethora of zones, if you will, which is very cattywampus of them. Ancestral Reach, I'll give you 10 guesses if you can guess which treasure maps are associated with Ancestral Reach. If you found and guessed Reach treasure maps, you would be correct. You can claim your gold sticker by hitting the like button. And Ancient Daedric. Now, this one you could probably also guess if you thought about it for a moment, but I won't. You don't have to worry about it. It comes from the Deadlands. So any of those maps, specifically the DLC ones, I think are going to be really good for you to open up. Or if you're just like, Jake, I just want to get rid of some treasure maps, just offload them, make a little bit of money. And because this event also encompasses some older events, you're able to get some really rare items that were previously available during last year's Jubilee event. That includes the True Flame Sword replica, which is a very rare drop from fishing. But if you have either the Dominion, Covenant, or Pact Fisherman achievement, it becomes a little bit easier. But it's even easier if you have the Master Angler achievement. Staff of Worms replica is a very rare drop from Dolmens, but it's less rare if you have either the Dominion, Covenant, or Pact Anchor or Shatterer achievement. It's uncommon if you have Anchors Away, which is just kind of like the all-encompassing version of that. Then you have the Sonora replica and Barbarous Helmet replica. These are very rare drops from Vardenfell world bosses. Less rare if you have the Defender of Morrowind achievement, and uncommon if you have Savior of Morrowind achievement, which is basically just like you didn't done everything inside of Morrowind. And then you have the Ulvar Staff replica. God bless the troops that were in Somerset during the last year anniversary Jubilee event, because those stupid slugs that were trying to invade Somerset, they were getting killed on sight because everybody was farming for this staff replica, and a lot of people didn't get it. But it really did help the economy for getting, all of the sets and items and things that drop from those abyssal geysers onto the market. Clam Gout will never recover. It's basically just like a common item at this point. But how it comes from abyssal geysers, but it's now less rare if you have the Abyssal Devastator achievement, which everybody will have that if they were trying to get it last year. But it's uncommon if you have the Savior of Somerset achievement. And then these are how all of these items actually look. Everything we talked about left to right on here. So you can see these are some pretty cool exclusive styles that you may want to roll for if you're interested in those items. And if you do go fishing, make sure you get Real Technique and Angler's Instincts, Artan Pickled Fish Bowls, You Sharp as Knights. Whether or not you want to be grouped with other people can kind of depend, because the more people that are fishing in the same hole, you do get a bite increase, but then it also goes away faster. So if you're farming to get very rare fish that are in very annoying holes to find, you probably don't want to be doing it with all your friends, but just keep that in mind. What's also very nice is during this event, you're going to be able to buy these items with event tickets. So if you're just not having any luck with the Abyssal Geysers, or you just refuse to go back and do it again, you can buy them outright for 10 event tickets. And it's going to be super easy to get event tickets, as we discussed. Now, they're doing something also very unique with this event as well, which I've never seen them do before. So you have your generic, if you talk to the assistant, you can get some of the fragments from last year. I believe these will also be updated during the event to potentially also include this end of last year items. Like if you wanted to try to get the 5 Companions House, don't have confirmation on that yet. But what they're also doing is that the Impresario assistant at different areas, such as Telvanni, will also have some of the items that used to be able to be unlocked during those specific events. So for example, we had a High Isle event where you can actually go buy the Oaken Order outfit style for 2 event tickets each. Or if you wanted the Apocrypha Expedition style, which looks like this, very Apocrypha X, you'll be able to go back and get it. And go to High Isle though, and get the Oaken Order one. These are all still able to be purchased from other players. I just want to throw that out there, that a lot of people are still selling a lot of these items, and you're able to purchase them from other players, usually for not a crazy expensive amount. Some of these are pet oriented. You can see that there's scholar outfits, so there's a whole lot of items. And again, if you want, to see more of these items, I would definitely suggest ESO Hub. This actually for a while was worth like a couple million gold. The chess piece on this, I think, was 2 million on console. You can see it looks decently nice, so you can see why it would be worth a lot. But a lot of these were very exclusive styles for a long time. Now, notably, obviously, now you can roll for them for 2 event tickets each, or potentially just purchase them outright for 2 event tickets each, or see if anybody's selling them on the ESO open market, which is going to be great. It's just something to kind of keep in mind. You're also going to be able to get a lot of old stuff too from the old Somersets events. You can see they've got even more styles here, which, by the way, I love the Evergloam helmet. You can see that they've got the Snowhawk Mage, which if you want to look like an Eskimo, you can see they got the wooden stake fragments if you're interested in some memento type action. So there's a whole lot of like yesteryear stuff you're going to be able to go out and get. And I'm sorry for the rambling. I just don't know what else to talk about during this portion where I just kind of show off all these items. This is a skin, so if you're interested in getting the Slagtown Diver skin, For a while, people were selling these for a few 100,000 gold. You might be able to buy them a little bit cheaper now, but just keep that in mind as well. Got more mementos. Got ourselves another pet. So it's really just pet outfit styles, mementos. Those are going to be the key things that you're going to get from there. But also we're going to have some Indrakes, the Nascent Indrake, Spectral Indrake, and Dawnwood Indrake with the Springtide pet, and the Haunting Indrake pet will also be available as well during this event. So everyone, thank you guys so much again for watching. This has been our big collectibles video. If you're interested in getting rare and exclusive items during the Tamriel event, that's what we covered today. If you're interested and you're thinking to yourself, I really want to farm some sets to make some cool characters, we break down all the good dungeon and trial sets as well as overland sets in a previous video. And we also talk more about the money making aspect of it, because you can get motif pages that are worth pretty valuable pennies from those boxes, not with your event tickets. And just as a reminder, anything you buy with your event tickets is untradeable, but anything you get inside a reward box, any of those motifs are tradable. Anything you pick up out of a dig zone that is also a motif, tradable. Anything that's a furnishing item is untradeable. So thank you one last time. As always, we're doing our 3 giveaway drawings. All you need to do to enter is leave a comments below. Just tell me anything. What exactly, though, are you going to be farming in this event? Because this is one of those events that's very peculiar. There's tons of rare items and tons of just so many different things that you could do. You could use it to fill out sticker books. You can use it to make gold. You can get rare items. So I'm very curious to see like what your guys' priority are during this event. Second thing is just make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 27,000 subscribers. We're already almost halfway there. I think we're like 60 subscribers away from being halfway there. And the third thing is look for a hidden word to be flashed upon the screen. If you're the first person to find and comment that word, you will win. Thank you guys one last time, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.
You better remember to like and subscribe to Jakeclips. Or you should. I might have to pluck your eyes if you don't. Or, better yet, I'll skip rope with your entrails. Do it now. Subscribe. Ta-ta. Off with you.